welcome back. I've got half of our breeding pen. Zeus and his girls are going to be on this side. This is where Odessa and Faith will be at, my hermodite girl right there. So if Odessa was down here, I'd go ahead and put both these girls in here. But I still need to fill up the water. And then what I had to do is because I didn't have enough panels. I'm trying to get to make sure I have big enough pins for Prince and Lancelot, to go out that way. My husband's still working on the ground out there, so I gotta kind of wait for him to do that, but I can at least, I think, get my 16-foot panel down the middle of this and go from there. But I had to kind of come over a little bit, but it gave them 16 feet out at least here. So my plan is to feed hay there. Their water tank will be here, so there's plenty of room. I can get in and out of this. I just need a clip, and I want to clip this in the middle, like right here, so it's nice. And this I can open up and close, which is nice, kind of like a gate. So stay tuned as I work some more. Look at all this that my husband's done. Got it all looking good. I've got the first 16-foot panel on this side put up. I just got to put one post up, but I wasn't sure if my husband still had to use it or not. And I'm just waiting for him to get this finally all graded, and then I could put the next two 16-foot panels up on each side, and then get their temporary gates on, and then get the girls moved in there, and then go grab the bucks, and then we'll be ready. There was a little bit of a low spot through here, and then a little bit that was over here. So my husband went back in and filled it in, and then he's got some sitting over there that he's got to put in too. But he's trying to get the back of the barn finished so I can get the rest of these panels put up for the end of the night. And we could just see. Partially done. That's going to stick out about 4 feet, which is fine. So they'll have about 20 feet actually instead of 16. I'm pretty sure Willow's in heat because she's been riding Faith a lot. I think Aurora might be coming to heat. Patsy, I think, might be coming into heat too. She was up there babbling to Zeus, and he was following her around. But as you can see, he's not too worried about anybody right now. Jasmine's the closest to him eating. Look absolutely great when we get it finished. Our whole place is going to look great when it's finally done. breeding pens are up. And a temporary, like through there, just so you can see. And then they'll be in tomorrow. And look at all that. Beautiful, isn't it? Take you guys around and around. My husband beeped at me so he could get me out here. So I could sit down. Right? Diamond! Say not all the chickens are up yet, but they will be. Well, we got the bucks now together. I still got to move Zeus and his girls back into this pen, and then Cecil can be in the smaller pen, and I should be having a doe kid come for Mr. Aladdin if it works out. I think since there'll be a doe more his size, he won't be as scared. So Lancelot here has got Willow and her daughter Winnie, and then Prince here has got Ariel, Lancelot's daughter Aurora, and he's already bred Cal on the 15th. So they're very, very scared because these bucks are pretty, especially him, very vocal, and it's scary. It really is. I can imagine that. Prince right here is really came out. Zeus has been up there following a few does. A lot of does have been very vocal, but I think they'll be more comfortable being back in this pen. And hopefully we can catch everybody on certain dates and whatnot. But so far, nobody in each of these pens are showing. I know Cal won't be showing heat because she's already been bred, but the other two, Ariel and her daughter. But see, then we got Willow there that is jumping. She's been breeding, tried to breed a few girls the last few times. This is full. Their water's filled, their water's filled. I'm getting Zeus and his girls' water filled back up. I still got to do Odessa. I got to top off theirs, and then I got to get Bear his water too. Odessa and Faith are right there, and look at her. She's pulling that all around. I better walk across there because that's got a little bit to go. And then my husband's out here trying to get this better graded off. Trying to get all the slop stuff that's on here. And he's pulling better stuff off to put on here. And I gotta say, this really hardened up a lot better. It's really nice. He's doing a great job. And then as soon as he's done, I'll have to figure out where to put this bale because this has got to feed the 3 pens. Faith, what are you doing? This is supposed to be up. You're not supposed to be sitting here pulling on it. That needs cleaned out, I know. So, what I did to the other ones, I just winded them up and around. That's right, Dessa, you get her. Tell her, knock it off. Hey, stop! Stop it! Quit pulling on it. You doofball. What are you doing? Faith! It's not an itching post. No, it's not. But I got all Zeus's kids in there, or girls in there, and they went straight to that bell. She sees the pan out there. She's like, that's what we eat our grain in. Yeah, it is. But it's officially breeding season now. officially. Today is the 17th of September. Better than never. That's how I look at it. Better than never. Yes, I'll get you guys hay in a minute. Well, I'll be longer than a minute, but Lancelot's foot's pretty swollen, as you can see. I told him that maybe this will help him get healed back up, being out of with Bear. He's kind of going nuts because these boys aren't near him. That's almost filled. I told my husband my breeding pens will be at least 36 feet long. I would like to do a panel and a gate wide. That's how it'd end up being. But I told him I'm going to use these, and he said, I thought we were selling those after we get all the regular goat fencing up. And I said, no. I said we could sell some, but I want to keep them for breeding pens only. I like them because they're quite sturdy and they're easy for me to move and whatnot. Now I've got theirs filling up, Odessa and Hope, or not Hope's, Face, my hermaphrodite. And I'm actually thinking about keeping her, you know, since I have the $200 already wrapped up into her. Because she was kind of nice to see that she told me that cow was in heat when she was. And then that gives Odessa too, as she's my retired doe, a little buddy. Odessa doesn't really, she don't mind anybody, but it's just a way of, I think that's kind of sitting a little sideways, but that's kind of how I want it to be there for now. The little boys, I opened the gate up so they could come down here and do what they want to do up there. But when the other doe kid gets here, which is Clarissa's sister and Cecil's sister, then she'll be put in with Aladdin, and hopefully he will breed her and not be scared. And then Cecil will be put back into the smaller pen, and they're still not calling for many chances of rain, but we've got some serious weather increase for next week, starting Wednesday, I think it is. They moved it a day, 90, 90, 90, 90, and they're not calling for no real rain, so that's a good thing. It's going to be pretty dry, which is kind of what we need from all the wetness we've had. But 40 days. I'm going to go from the 17th, so October 17th, everybody should be bred. Should be. And that would be close to 40 days, so I can do ultrasounding by the end of the month. I might keep them just together at the end of October and then pull the bucks, pull all these pins and put the girls back together. But I'm just thinking that maybe this is something that I want to kind of keep into. But like I told my husband, it would be 2 of these panels long. So we got one that comes up there and up there. That'd be the length of a breeding pen. And then I want to go we could go 2 panels wide too, to give them a nice square. 2 panels coming down, or a panel, and then whatever the gate size we decide to do. But I need 5 of those because I have $5. And I told my husband, I said, those might be a little big, but I'd rather them be a little big than not. And I want them to be seeded so there's grass in them. And then we could even, during the summertime, you know, put a couple sets of goats in there just to eat them down so it's not so weeded or whatever. And I think it would be a good idea. But my TurboTax review went good. Everything, I got the pass on it, so I should be finding out some more on the 22nd of what I've got to do. And this only runs from October 2nd to the 22nd, so it's not a whole long deal. And then I'm going to be invited to come back for Peak 1 for TurboTax for January through April. And I told my husband that come that time, I want to take so much money out of my checks, because they pay every other week, so much money out of my checks, and put up to be able to buy all the goat fencing we need. And for Jill, we're going to put Jill in goat fencing too, but she's going to be up here, and I really want to be able to do it as get everybody seated as if we can, especially Jill's. She's in a pen where we can get hers built and seated so there's grass. And possibly the Bucks pen too we could do, but the girls' pen's probably going to be pretty bare. But we can do what we can do, right? And that's how it's going to be. So I'll get off here, and then we'll try to do some more as I finish watering everybody. I got another small tank to do up there for Cecil's little pen, and then 3 100-gallon tanks to fill. That she's standing inside the tank. She's a dork. I'm going to say, my husband can take those rocks over and put them around my flower garden over here, around our sign. Still waiting for Jill's tank to fill here. Right, Jill? Say, we're still waiting on your tank to fill, huh? She hasn't gotten any bigger or wider that I've noticed, so I don't know. I mean, we got our fingers crossed, hoping that she's got a little jack baby in there, but that'd be a miracle. It really would. Because he tried for almost 2 years trying to mate with her, and he was just too darn short. Guess they've had their fill. getting there, it's getting there, and then I got theirs to fill. That's a half a tank. Every time that water gets down to a half tank, she wants to play in it. My husband forgot the rocks were there. What's he gonna do? Take them all the way down there? Oh, he's just gonna push them off to the side. Alright. Bad thing about it is, if I put this in there, she's gonna play with it. I was hoping she'd like go eat at the bale so I could put it in there without her knowing. Of course, it wants to kink. Non-kinking hoses kink. Woohoo! 2 hours later, and I'm finally done. Oh, no, I'm not. I still gotta water them. Dang it. Totally forgot. Let me go turn, at least get their hose in there. Darn it. Oh, I thought I was done. I just got the chickens 15 gallons waters filled up. Oh, I totally forgot. Can they wait till tomorrow? Yeah, I'm not. Yay, I'm done. I'm not worried about it. But I wanted to show you something. So, Amazon delivered some packages, right? You drive up and you could back up right there, or you could back down into here, or you could back down, turn around right here. Look what they did. And I took a picture and I'm gonna send it to them too. See this? Someone doesn't know how to drive, and then they spun out like that's a lot. Look. That is a lot. Right here too, look. You know, right there too. I mean, this is ridiculous. For what? Why'd they have to drive all the way over here to back up? You know, and see, look. They don't know how to back up. Nobody knows how to drive anymore, it seems like anymore. But yeah, I took pictures and I'm gonna send it to Amazon and say your driver sucks. Now my husband's got to go back down there and fix it because of your stupidity of your driver. The itty bitty little watermelon. My husband's getting quite a bit done today. 2 hours into working. He's been working just as long as I've been watering. But yeah, everybody seems to be settled down now. 2 hours later. And no, we don't really have anybody showing any heat or anything. I thought maybe we would, but no, we don't. Cal, so far, is the only one I know for sure that's been bred. Zeus was chasing her daughter the same day, which I got it wrote down. I never seen him cover her, but there was a definite. I think I need to put another wire on this. See, I thought Patsy was coming into heat, but maybe not. You can see her right there. Because Zeus was a little more interested. Yeah, I think she is in heat. Look at her. She's sitting there wagging her tail. We'll see. Dang, Aurora, you just jump right over Prince. Zeus, why are you bugging them? Zeus! Hey! Are you in heat? Are you in heat, Patsy? Go in there and tell him. Rub on him a little bit. He'll listen. Them boys are just eating away. The girls, they didn't really care for that bale. That's second cutting. Just like the bale that these 3 pins will be eaten. Man, my husband's done such a wonderful job. I like trying to butt heads between the fence. Yeah, Patsy's getting closer to him. Aren't you a handsome buck? Zeus, turn around and notice your girl standing there, boy. What is your deal? I should put like a tarp on these or something. I don't know. I don't know. And I got this little girl licking my arm. There he is, working away. This is going to be transformed when I come back on, hopefully.